helado de canela, which is basically a cinnamon sorbet, and it's nice, refreshing for those who love that cinnamon flavor. It is really, I made it last year and I loved it, so I am going to do it again. Parents, this is an easy dessert to make with your children, especially now that school is about to be out and you want some things to do with them. This is easy. It's a simple recipe and it's fun and it'll be delicious. They'll love it and they'll share with their friends, or you can share with your friends, whoever you'd like to share. It's a fabulous sorbet, and let's roll with it and let's see how this comes out. I've already added the cups of water here, but I've added 5 cups of hot water. You'll need a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cold water, a tablespoon of cornstarch, a tablespoon of lemon juice. Now sugar, depending on how sweet you want it, you can use granulated sugar, you can use sugar in the raw, you can also use monk fruit sugar. I am just using white granulated sugar, and I have 1 1/4 of a cup of sugar that I am going to add to this water. And you will also need, I have 3 sticks of cinnamon. If you like it real cinnamony, then go ahead and add, another stick, but I mean, you can get by just with 2. I like mine real cinnamony, so I'm going to add 3 sticks of cinnamon. So let me get started. So here I'm just going to add the sugar into the 5 cups of water. Now I'm just going to mix this. It's already hot, but I'm going to put it on the stove because I'm going to add my 3 sticks of cinnamon. So here we'll add the cinnamon. We're just going to give it a quick stir. My grandfather used to make us cinnamon tea when we were kids during the winter, and it was so good, and this just takes me back to that. I think that's why my love for cinnamon, especially this cinnamon, this helado de canela, I just love it so much because it just takes me back to my childhood. That cinnamon tea my grandfather used to make. So here I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it to a boil. Boil this for about 15 minutes on a medium heat, just until you get the cinnamon. So let's go ahead and get this on the stove, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes since I have boiled the cinnamon sticks, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them from the water so I can add the rest of my ingredients. So I would boil this liquid just until the water, the water is a little tinted, a little brown, and you smell the aroma of the cinnamon stick. So here we are going to mix our tablespoon of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water. We're just going to mix that just until you dissolve all the cornstarch so there's no lumps. We don't want a lumpy sorbet. So here I'm going to go ahead and add my cornstarch liquid. Alright guys, and then to this I'm also going to add, this is a hibiscus cinnamon syrup that I make for our website at eatupfirst.com, and there will be a link in the description part of this video where you can actually purchase the hibiscus cinnamon syrup on eatupfirst.com. So the reason I'm going to pour this in here is just to give it a bit of a color, because it's just brown liquid. We sort of want just a little reddish tint, and it's better than adding the food coloring. Alright, so I'm going to take this back to the stove and I am going to boil it for another 5 minutes before I add the rest of my ingredients. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is boiled for 5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the heat, and I am going to let it cool completely before adding my salt and my lemon juice. I don't have an ice cream machine, so I'm going to, came up with a makeshift ice cream type deal by putting 2 bowls together, 2 metal bowls together. So we'll see how this works, but it'll come out. Alright guys, so here I just have 2 stainless steel bowls, and one is large and one is small one here. I put the small one in here, but in the large one I put some ice cubes, and it's been in the freezer, so this your cinnamon liquid has cooled down. So I am going to add my salt, and then I'm going to add my lemon juice. I'm going to dissolve all the salt in there, and then here we'll add it to our cold bowl, and then we are going to start mixing. So what I do is I turn this bowl, and then I continue to mix, and then you'll start seeing that it'll start coming together. So I'm going to continue to do this for a little bit, and then we'll be right back with some sorbet. Well guys, so here I am just mixing this, and I keep it in this double bowl with ice and then put it in the freezer so it could freeze faster, but it's freezing. It's going to be a very soft serve sorbet, so give it about another hour and we will come back. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour, and here is our helado de canela. Now it does harden just a little bit more, but for the most part it is done. So I'm going to leave this in the freezer for another 30 to 45 minutes, and then I will serve it up and we will enjoy a cup of helado de canela. Well guys, here we have it. This is the helado de canela. Oh, it's gonna be so good. So this is the consistency that you want. It's not gonna harden up, but this is what you want. Well guys, so here we have it, helado de canela. You have got to try this. If you grew up drinking cinnamon tea as a kid, then you're gonna love this. It's a nice refreshing dessert, and it's cinnamon flavored. It is the bomb. So y'all need to try this. Thank you very much. Make sure to like and subscribe to the MJ and DT YouTube channel. Keep an eye out for more recipes.